Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC speculation. It's about that time to talk a little bit about Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku in regards to his skill set, what we could potentially see in the upcoming Daima pack, which, by the way, DLC Pack 2 is supposed to be dropping sometime this month, at least according to the Steam page, because it does say Q1 of 2025. Obviously, March being the final month of Q1, so relatively soon. DLC Pack 3, also known as Daima Pack 2, is supposed to be dropping Q2 of 2025. So in a couple months, right? Either April, May, or June. I don't necessarily expect to see SSJ3 Adult Vegeta or even Adult SSJ4 Goku until the final DLC pack within Season Pass 1 of Sparking Zero. By the way, massive shoutouts to Zemi over on Twitter, who created this epic Goku visual. I think they used the Sparking Zero shaders or graphics, whatever it may be, to make it look somewhat official. Very talented artist for sure. I'll be sure to have them links down below in the description. Without further ado, please make sure to drop a like on today's video, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it. So before we talk about SSJ4 Goku himself, the Daima outfit. Do you think we'll be getting this for the Z end preset of Goku? I think that's the best case scenario, considering Daima does take place a year after the events of the Majin Buu saga and 3 years before the events of Dragon Ball Super. So just go ahead and slap the Daima outfit over the Z ends, then we'll be able to transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, just like in the anime. Also, you guys know how some of the outfits can modify the character's skill set. Take a look at Android 18. If you pick the final outfit that she has, it changes one of her skills to the Chain Destructo Disc. What if we can get a brand new skill for Z and Goku when we equip this Daima outfit? I'm just trying to think of all the different possibilities, and that would be great. Now, I do have another theory. Instead of getting the Daima outfit for Goku, what if they just go ahead and include a brand new adult Daima Goku? So right now in the game, it says Goku Z End, and then there's one that says Goku Super. What if there's a new one that says Goku Daima? And we have base Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 additional Gokus, and then he'll be able to transform into Super Saiyan 4, right? I don't know how they'll go about it, but I just want to see a Super Saiyan 3 transforming into Super Saiyan 4. Just imagine the cutscene. Y'all already know that's going to go crazy. Comment down below in the description, do you think they should just upgrade the Z and Goku with the Daima outfit and Super Saiyan 4? Or do you think SSJ4 Daima Goku is just going to be his standalone character? Or going back to what I just said, do you think they're going to be adding another base Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Daima? It's going to be kind of crazy. I'm looking forward to see how they decipher all that, but my personal opinion, I kind of feel like they're just going to be including a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so that means we won't be getting a transformation, which will be very unfortunate and disappointing at the same time. Moving forward, we have his actual skill set. So I went back to the final episode and just tried to decipher all the cool supers slash techniques that can work for the Blast 1s, Blast 2s, and even the Ultimate Blast. Here's the first one that I found. So Goma was attacking Goku non-stop with the consecutive barrage technique, and he was actually getting bodied for a short period of time, right? But we can see down here, he started to guard up, and then he literally used the explosive wave, or the key explosion, whatever you want to call it. That's how it will work in Sparking Zero, because you can use the explosive wave while being attacked. You know, it kind of acts like an evasive ability in a way, so that will make sense to me. He literally did it against the fight of Goma, and that's how it works in Sparking Zero. So I do know that characters with the Blast 1s, they're not necessarily like top tier, but it's a great ability to have, right? It will cost you 2, maybe 3 skill counts to activate. But hey man, if you can't necessarily land the super counter, because the super counter can pretty much get you out of any combo string, but if you're not good with that, just go ahead and use this, and then it restarts the battle. You know, you have a chance to do this comeback and follow up with high damaging techniques like an Insta Spark. So this will be his secondary Blast 1 ability. We have 2 Blast 1s, 2 Blast 2s, and 1 Ultimate Attack. I want adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku to be extremely overpowered. Maybe around the 9 destruction points cost level, right? I think that makes the most sense to me, because some of the 10 characters, they're like Blue Vegito, Gogeta, Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku. I don't even think Beast Gohan is 10. I think he's at a 9 destruction point level. So maybe around 9 for adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And if they include the mini variation of Goku, then maybe around 8 for that specific SSJ4 variation. But I just don't want a generic power-up. So we have, multiple ones, which I talked about before. We have the power boosts. Sometimes we get a +2 towards the strike abilities, the ki blast abilities, or even super armor, right? Just a generic power boost. We also have the ki refill that replenishes all 5 of your basic ki bars, and we have a mixture of both of those, so the ki refill and boost. Take a look at Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku, for example. All I need is 5 seconds, right? He has the power boost, which is a +8, very, very powerful, and it also refills his 5 bars of ki. But then there's additional Blast 1s that will, make you ascend into sparking mode, so you can just perform your ultimate attack right off the bat. But then there's combination of sparking and power boost. That's what I want Super Saiyan 4 Goku to have. He gets Insta Spark with additional power boost. That would just be crazy. You guys know Bardock? I think he has like one of the best Blast 1 abilities out there, because not only that he gets power boosts and Insta Spark, but it acts as an evasive as well. So you can use that while being stuck in a combo string. But if they decide to give that for Goku as well, going back to this screenshot, he does have an evasive move. So combine this evasive ki explosion with Instant Spark and power boost, dude, seconds to none. If they give it to Bardock, they can definitely give it to adult SSJ4 Goku over here. But this sequence that we got, top tier. Dude, when he first raised his arm into the air, I thought he was going to use the Dragon Fist, but no, he like charged up multiple times. So the top row up here, he was, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, y'all remember when he went up against Cell during the Cell games, how he kind of did the same power-up stance when he ascended into Super Saiyan Grade 4, which is just full power Super Saiyan pretty much. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that. Interesting. Anyway, so he powered up. Impact frame's going crazy. He literally engulfed the entire stage with his aura, kind of like summoning this final explosion. And then he continued to charge again during the entire fight. When Goma, the third eye ability, kept regenerating his body and increasing his strength, Goku just kept on responding. He kept on charging up as well. That has to be a secret ability for Super Saiyan 4. Or something similar to legendary Super Saiyan Broly. His ki just keeps on overflowing with power. That's literally what it seemed like during the battle. He was getting tired a bit, just because before he transformed into SSJ4, he did say that he was already low on stamina. So imagine a full power Daima 4 Goku. So he powered up once, powered up again. Same sequences. We have this giant electrifying ki aura surrounding the stage, and then he just stood there with that magic essence surrounding the character model. Dude. So when he activates sparking mode, the full power ki charge, he needs to have this kind of blue outline around the character with the golden aura, right? A mixture of the magic and original Saiyan powers. That would just be so good. I already know that they're cooking up this character. 10 out of 10 for sure. So now for the Blast 2s. I went ahead and found a couple of them, but this one is just a single attack. This is how he started off the battle. After he transformed into SSJ4, he said, "Here I go," and then charged max power, full speed on Mach 10. Goma, he doesn't even stand a chance. He was like, oh, even though he has 3 eyes, he didn't even know what was going on. The speed. Look at that. Ryukin. Every time when Goma gets hit, his face, man, facial expressions. I feel like they're purposely trying to make this funny. I don't know, man. That's just how it seems like to me. But it wasn't just a normal punch. You know how usually they punch the character, then they fly away? No! He punches them full force and then he brings him down towards the ground. He's following through. He's not letting up. And then he just completely obliterated the stage with that magenta aura. Crazy stuff. Now, I know some people might say, one single punch, that's not going to be that cool. I always bring this up. Take a look at Blue Goku or Golden Frieza. They literally have that one punch attack. And Orange Piccolo, doesn't he have that one punch move as well in his giant form when he went up against Cell Max? So I can definitely see this being a rush move, right? He actually did this one single strike several times during the battle, so there's a high chance that we could see this move in the actual game. This is the second time when he did it, where I don't think it's as strong as the first one right here, because this is like a mixture of his original primal energy with the magic. This one, you can see his fist is just infused with the original golden energy, and he doesn't necessarily have the magic blue outline around him at this point like what he had right here. So I feel like this is a weaker variation, but pretty much the same attack. He does the infused key punch, does max damage, and the sequence is somewhat similar as well. We have the stage down here where we get this, point of view, the shockwave, the aura just destroying the rubble, the debris, the giant boulders around the stage itself. It was crazy. Hey, Super Saiyan 4 on that god level? Because remember, when Beerus and God Goku were clashing fists with their shockwaves like destroying planets, well, of course, these aren't planets, they're just rocks, but hey, you never know, man. Comment down below, which form do you think is stronger, adult SSJ4 Goku or the original Super Saiyan God Power Boost? Anyway, here we have the third variation of the same exact technique. However, he does combine it with a fireball attack. So I think this is like the first time he used a key-based technique. I kind of expect Sparking Zero Goku to have 2 rush abilities, just because if we go back and watch the episode, he barely used any key wave attacks. He only used the ultimate attack, which is the Kamehameha, to destroy the opponent. And I think this was the first time before the Kamehameha technique itself. So he does the golden energy ball, he throws it, but it was more of a distraction. You can even see Goma how he blocked it, but with that 10 out of 10 Mach speed, he goes out of the screen and then comes back in with that punch. I feel like that's the same punch, man. Literally from the other 2 attacks right here. It's cool because same idea, how he doesn't just punch him, he takes him down with the punch, and he kind of like does this Broly technique where he, still has him by the face, and then he just, I don't know, he was just flying with them, and Goma, he was just getting hit by the mountain, right? He was like dragging alongside the mountain itself. It was crazy stuff. Broly, yo, he's been taking some notes from DBZ Broly. I can definitely see them integrating some sort of key blast attack first before he does a punch, because we do have some similar techniques to this already in Sparking Zero. Take a look at Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. You know how he does that 1-2 forceful punches into the final flash? I know I always bring that up, but it's just a perfect example. This one is kind of opposite though, because he does the key attack first into the punch. So now for the second blast 2, we have a normal typical rush technique. So every time he activates the golden aura, we have that Kaioken sound design, and it's just so cool. Brings back memories from the Saiyan saga for sure. Again, this is more of a generic rush move where he does the 1-2 punches. Goma did guard it, but he does this forceful kick. You can literally see him charging this max power, and down here, I told you, these frames of Goma. But he actually strikes him upward, and then he does a couple more punches slash kicks, and then he does this final attack right here, going full force into the Shoryuken uppercut. Man, very cool combination sequence. I can definitely see this being one of those generic rush attacks, right? Now, for the ultimate blast, y'all already know the Transcendent Kamehameha. I don't know the official name. Primal Kamehameha. I like to call it Transcendent. You guys know the ability from DBZ Kakarot DLC 6, the End of Z saga. where we can unlock this brand new variation of Kamehameha. Now, the reason why I feel like the Transcendent suits this variation of Goku's energy wave the best is because we literally have the energy wave transcending through the different demon realms, right? First, he's Demon Realm 1, then it goes up to the second, and then the final world. Very crazy stuff. But yeah, this obviously has to be his ultimate technique, and I would prefer it to be an actual beam energy wave. I don't want it to be a rush technique where he does a punch first and then into the energy wave. No, we have to clash with a gigantic energy blast. Make this something similar to the anime. So he charges up, which, by the way, he's like max power at this point. You can see the magic aura being infused. Oh, is this a magic Kamehameha? Most likely, I don't even know. This was a cool shot over here on the right where the camera zoomed out and we can just see the energy rays from the blast itself. This is why I want it to be clashable, because it literally clashed with Goma's gigantic ki blast. So you guys know how there's like multiple different cutscenes for an ultimate attack. This is just going to be the startup animation, and then he throws it out. If it hits the opponent, that's where we get the secondary cutscene. But before we get to that, look at this energy wave. Isn't that extremely unique? It's very different from the mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because remember when he first used it, we have like this fiery flame aura surrounding the energy wave. This time around, we have like this red ki infused into the energy wave. It's very cool, and I like how they have different abilities. So mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the adult variation, I definitely expect them to have different attacks. The Uzaru power, look at him, no pupils. Dude, hey, they were fighting in the demon realm. He literally brought out the demons for this one, right? Same cutscene here, you know, the front-facing shot, but then it just completely overpowers the gigantic orb and pierces straight through Goma. So I don't expect this parts to be in Sparking Zero where, you know, it just goes through the different realms, but I do have a good idea of what could kind of replicate this. You guys know in the classic Dragon Ball games, when you use Super Kamehameha or Final Flash, how you can see the energy wave leaving planet Earth, just going towards space. And then when we get back to the game, we have the destroyed variation of the stage. Yeah, what if they finally bring that back? I know Planet Namek is the only stage that's destructible, but the cutscene is different. It just shows Planet Namek being blown up. I want to see that energy wave cutscene, you know, going in space for the one time. That's a great way to replicate this, right? But look at Tamagami 2. He was like, what the heck is that? He was just enjoying his lunch, and then out of nowhere, eruption. And over here, Tamagami 3 was like, that's the Kamehameha. He was honored to get hit by that blast, right? He knows all too well about this technique. And then the final sequence, dude, this shots, they cooked. I like how we can see like the heat waves or the energy from the blast itself, like going over Goku's hands. That's kind of cool, right? I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. And that's pretty much it, man. The ultimate transcendent Kamehameha, the generic rush move for one of the blast 2s, you know, the single punch for the first blast 2, or maybe they can integrate it with this ki blast here. And then the blast 1s, we have instant spark with power boost, the other blast 1, explosive wave. And again, I definitely would like to see a transformation into Super Saiyan 4. So whether it's a brand new Daima Goku with Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, or if they update the Z and Goku with the outfit, the Daima outfit, and the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, whatever it may be, I just want to see it. If they just decide to add a standalone SSJ4 Daima Goku, then that's fine too, because the character, he's just top tier. So this is it for today's video. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the character. Let me know what you guys think about today's speculation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!